Students, we have seen Oswald's dilution law for weak acid. What is the expression for degree of dissociation for weak acid? So same derivation is for weak base. So for weak base, instead of Ha, symbol for weak acid is Ha, and for weak base we'll take BOH. Weak base is represented as BOH, and the dissociation constant for weak base is Kb. So Kb is dissociation constant for weak base. So same derivation for this weak base is also same, and the final expression will be alpha is equal to square root of Kb into V in terms of volume, and alpha is equal to square root of Kb divided by C, that is in terms of concentration. That means degree of dissociation for weak base is directly proportional to volume, and it is inversely proportional to its concentration. So same expression we have to write down for weak base. The only difference is here we have to take BOH as weak base, and the dissociation constant for weak base will be Kb. So this is the expression for Ostwald dilution law for weak base. Now the next point in this chapter is autoionization of water. We have to see what is autoionization of water and what is the expression for this. For that, first we have to write down the reaction for water ionization. So H2O liquid will react with H2O liquid to give H3O plus aqueous plus OH minus aqueous. What I said, 2 moles of water are reacting to give H3O plus and OH minus, hydronium ion and hydroxyl ion, OH minus ion. So this is OH group and H3O plus. So this is the equilibrium reaction. So what will be the equilibrium constant for this reaction? So equilibrium constant K for this reaction will be concentration of products. That means H3O plus concentration into OH minus ions concentration divided by, there are 2 moles of water. So H2O liquid square. So concentration of this raised to 2. So we can write K into H2O whole raised to 2 is equal to H3O plus into OH minus, mark this equation as equation number 1. Now in this equilibrium reaction, ionization of water, most of the water molecules remain undissociated. That means this concentration of water molecule, we can take it as a constant. What I said, during this ionization reaction, most of the water molecules remain what? Undissociated. So we can take this concentration as constant. So let us consider this concentration term, that is as K dash, concentration of H2O raised to 2, considered it as another constant K dash. So what will be the expression? K into K dash is equal to H3O plus ions concentration into OH minus ions concentration. Okay. Now this K into K dash, we can take this term as the another constant, that is Kw. So Kw is equal to H3O plus and OH minus, and this Kw is called as what? It is ionic product of water. So up to this we have derived the expression for ionic product of water. So what is the ionic product of water? It is the product of molar concentrations. Now molar concentration of what? It is molar concentration of H3O plus or hydrogen ion. We can take it as hydronium in aqueous solution or the concentration of hydrogen ion. So the product will be of H3O plus ions and OH minus ions. So that is the ionic product of water. Now for pure water, if we consider pure water at a given temperature, concentration of H3O plus is equal to concentration of OH minus at 298 Kelvin. So the reaction is at equilibrium temperature 298 Kelvin. So in that case, for pure water, the concentrations of these two ions are equal. Now this concentration for pure water is found to be 1 into 10 raised to minus 7. What I said, this concentration of ions at 298 Kelvin is found to be 1 into 10 raised to minus 7. So what will be the expression for this ionic product, or what will be the value for Kw? So Kw is equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 14 for pure water at 298 Kelvin. So this is the expression, and the reaction is called as auto-ionization of water. So what are the steps? First, writing down reaction, and there is formation of H3O plus and OH minus ions. Then Kw is equal to H3O plus and OH minus, which is the ionic product of water. In pure water, concentration of both these ions are equal, and it is found that at 298 Kelvin, the value for these ions, or the concentration value for these ions, is 1 into 10 raised to minus 7. So what we can write here from Kw is equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 14. So this is the value for ionic product of water. You have to remember this value because the next derivation which we are going to see after some time, that is for pH and pOH. You have to remember this value. So this is the part in which we have covered ionic product of water. Now the next point is pH scale. I think you all have known what is pH. In your laboratory you have performed the experiments related to determination of pH of a given solution. So what we find out by doing that experiment, we find out the nature of that solution. That means the solution is either acidic, basic or neutral in nature. So what is exactly the pH means? The scientist Sorensen find out this pH scale, and what he described in this pH scale is, instead of writing concentrations of H3O plus ions in mole per decimeter cube, we can take logarithmic calculations to determine the pH of a solution. So according to him, what is the pH? pH of a solution is defined as the negative log to the base 10 of H plus ions concentration, and instead of this H plus ions concentration, what we can take? Concentration of H3O plus ions, that is hydronium ion. So what is the exact definition? It is negative logarithm to the base 10 of H plus ions concentration, and he defined pOH as negative log to the base 10 OH minus ions concentration. So instead of writing the concentration in mole per decimeter cube, he preferred this method of logarithmic calculation to determine the pH and pOH of a given solution. Now there is a range for acidic, basic and neutral solution of pH from which we can determine their nature. Okay. Now what is the relationship between pH and pOH? For finding out this relationship, first we have to remember that value of ionic product of water. What is the value? Ionic product of water is 1 into 10 raised to minus 14. So first write down that expression, Kw is equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 14. Now Kw is nothing but, it is the product of molar concentration of H3O plus and OH minus ions. So H3O plus ions concentration into OH minus ions concentration is equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 14. Now taking log on both the sides of this equation. So what will be the next expression? Log to the base 10, instead of H3O plus, what we can write here? Concentration of H plus ions plus log to the base 10 concentration of OH minus ions, and after taking log here we'll get minus 14. By taking log for this expression, what will be the expression? Minus 14 log 10, and log of 10 is 1. So here we will get the value minus 14. Okay. Now multiplying this whole equation by negative sign. Next point is, so here we will write negative log to the base 10 H plus ions concentration, here plus sign, and into that negative log to the base 10 OH minus ions concentration, and it will be equal to negative negative, so minus 14. Now you can see here we have studied the expression or the definition for pH. What is the definition? pH is equal to negative log to the base 10 H plus ion. So instead of this term, what we can write here? pH plus negative log to the base 10 OH minus ions concentration. That means POH, which is equal to 14 at 298 Kelvin. So this is the relationship between pH and POH. So pH plus POH is equal to 14. So from this expression we can find out various terms given in a numerical, like H plus ion concentration we can find out, OH minus ions concentration we can find out POH or pH. So any of the three terms are given. From this expression we can calculate the fourth term. So this is the relationship between pH and POH of a solution. Now pH is used for determination of type of solution, that is either neutral, acidic or basic. So for neutral solution, concentration of H3O plus is equal to concentration of OH minus ions, which is equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 7. So for neutral solution, pH is equal to 7. So for neutral solution, always remember pH is always equal to 7. Now in case of acidic solution, there is excess of H plus ions. Solution is acidic, so there will be presence of more hydrogen ions. So in that case, concentration of H3O plus will be greater than concentration of OH minus ions. So for acidic solution, the pH will be less than 7, because here H3O plus ion concentration and OH minus, this concentration is more, so the value here will be H3O plus ions concentration is more than 1 into 10 raised to minus 7. This is the concentration. So pH will be less than 7 for neutral solutions, and for basic vice versa, that is H3O plus ions concentration is less than OH minus, or in case of basic solution, OH minus ions are present in excess amount. So for this kind of solutions, pH is always greater than 7. So always remember this term, and this pH we can find out with the help of pH scale, where different colors are given, and from those colors we have to check the value for pH, and from that value we can determine this nature. If the suppose if the value for pH is 8, that means the solution is basic in nature. If it is 4, 5 in that range, the value, then the nature of the solution is acidic. Okay. So this is the criteria for acidic, basic and neutral solution.